guys, thank you so much for joining me back. You already know what time it is. It is Wisdom Wednesday, all right? And I'm so happy that you guys choose to come back to this channel, because on this channel you already know that we are all here because we want to grow up and glow up with the Lord, all right, one step at a time. So if that's something that you're interested in and that's something that you want to do, make sure that you click that button, all right, and that you subscribe, okay? You're gonna see the button below, so make sure that you click it. And you are clicking it because you want change, all right? You want growth, okay? You want more, all right? So welcome to the channel that's going to give you more, that's going to inspire you, all right? But not just inspire you, but it's going to give you wisdom, all right? It's going to share wisdom with you from on high, all right? Because God is literally the owner, all right, of this channel, and I am just the steward. So thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for all of the subscribers that come back every week. You guys are fantastic, and I hope that you are having an amazing week, all right? So I also want to say thank you guys for your patience, because last week I had a really, oh my gosh, I got a lot of things going on, all right? So just know that I'm thinking about you guys, and I do record the videos, okay? But then editing is like a whole nother job and a whole nother hat. And so sometimes, you know, I might get a little bit behind, but don't worry, okay? I'm definitely going to always make up, okay, for anything, all right? And if there's something that I said I was gonna film and I didn't get a chance to, just give me time and keep looking out, all right? And make sure that you also hit that notification bell, all right? Because that notification button that looks like a bell, or it's in the shape of a bell, is gonna provide you with all of the notifications when I upload a new video, okay? So you're not gonna miss anything, so make sure that you hit that button, all right? But if you can't hear, my voice is like a little hoarse, but listen guys, like I said, we have to keep trucking, all right? So this kind of leads us into our Wisdom Wednesday for today, so let's just hop on into it, okay? But again, thank you for your patience. I appreciate you all, okay? So today, the Lord wants us to be aware that we are going to get through this thing, all right? We are going to do what we set out to do, all right? The road might be rocky, all right? The road might be treacherous, all right? This path might be one that has never been charted before, never been walked before. And so you know what that means? It means we have to put a little bit more effort in, all right? Just a little bit, okay? Un poquito, not a lot, but we have to put a little bit more effort in, because it means that while we're walking on this path and the Lord is leading us, God is literally chiseling out this path before us, all right? As we obey Him, as we listen to Him, and as we follow Him, all right? But because this is a road that is specifically designated for you, there's literally no path, all right? So the Lord, remember, God says that He knew you, all right, before He formed you, all right? He knew you before He formed you in your mother's womb, all right? So He knew you. You were a spirit. You were with God, all right, in heaven before He created you in your mother's womb, before He knitted you in your mother's womb, and before He put your beautiful soul and your spirit into your body, all right, as you know it today. So God has already preordained your life, all right? But once you agree with God, and once you say that you're going to walk with Him and you're going to do what He is asking of you and what you were literally created and designed to do, what happens now is, I feel like the enemy is aware, and so opposition starts to come against you, all right? And then also, it's just life, all right? Life is not easy, but life is literally it's a job, all right? It's a task. It's something that we all have to navigate through, but there's nobody better than God, all right, to navigate through this life with, okay? So while you are navigating, because this path is one that is created for you, but you have chosen to walk it, as you walk this path, like I said before, the Lord is chiseling, literally chiseling out this path for you, all right? So it's important that you stay focused. It's important that you put a little bit of effort in, just a little bit more, because I want to tell you that you're literally there, all right? And it's important, all right, that you do not forget your reason, all right? A lot of times people start things and then they forget, like, why are they doing it? And then they fall off. They don't do it anymore, all right? And so that could mean that maybe it one point in your life you were in school to become a culinary chef, then you dropped out. That could mean that you started a business where you were designing your own clothes and you were like a nice, fashion designer, but then you stopped. This could mean that you're a baker and you are baking amazing, goodies, like croissants and, other beautiful desserts. I love desserts, but then you stopped. All right. This could mean that you were on this job. Let's say you were like in your profession, and then you were like, let's say your job offered you a program so that they can get you to a bigger position, and you started, but then you somehow stopped. Whatever that thing is, I'm letting you know, all right, that we have to put a little bit more effort in, because what has happened is we have decided to go all the way. All right. We said that we're going to do this thing, and we said that we're in it. All right. But when we get in it, and when we're on that path, it feels like forever. Okay, let's be honest. Sometimes it feels like it's really long. And like I said, it's treacherous. So it's not that the path has already been, paved out for you, but it's that as you walk, that road is being cleared. All right. So I gotta let you guys know. And guys, sorry, there was like a man I saw, I always gotta watch my back. Okay. But I just want you guys to know that while you're walking on that path, everything, all right, God is clearing everything out of your way and making your path smooth as you go forth, all right? And because you're also, I would say, somewhat of a pioneer, you're the first one, okay? You're like the first one probably in your bloodline. You might be the first one in your family not to start, okay? That's where the extra nugget is, but you're like the first one to start, and you will finish in the mighty name of Jesus, okay? So this is why you have to put just a little bit more effort in, all right? Pray, continue to stay steadfast, all right? And don't look to the right, don't look to the left, don't look at others. Continue to stay on your path. Don't get distracted, all right? Because it's so interesting, but when you see the track runners running and you see they're in that last lap, that's when they really have to lock in. If they ever were to take their eyes off of that path, that lane, that designated lane that they're in for a second, and look to the left, that could be it for them, okay? They could trip. They could literally run into a wall. They could get out of their lane and then hit the component to the right or to the left, and that's it, So I'm letting you know, all right, that you need to put a little bit more effort in, just a little bit more. Keep pushing, all right, because you can, and you will, and you are doing it, all right? So guys, God be praised. We thank you, Abba Father, for this word. We praise your name. Lord, I ask that you bless all of the subscribers. Guys, continue to do the work, all right? Because I know that literally at the appointed time, okay, you are going to literally see, it's going to be like heaven coming down to earth, all right? Because the promised land is a real thing. It's a true thing. And the Lord has your promised land waiting for you, all right? But again, you are something like a pioneer. And so there's no one else, all right, around you that you can lean on, because they have not been where you are, and they are not going to go where you're going, all right? But please continue, do not give up, and make sure that you do it with like a smile on your face, okay? So every time you are facing adversity, that's our third nugget, just smile, all right? Because God is going to work it all out. And that's why I say on this channel that we're literally, all right, we're walking, all right? We're walking this thing out, this life out. We're having a relationship with God one step at a time, all right? We are growing up and glowing up with the Lord one step at a time, because as you put one foot out in front of the other, that's what it looks like to trust God. We don't know what's the next step. We don't know what's the next option. We don't know, what's the next direction or the instruction that we're going to hear, but you put your foot out, all right? And I promise that when you put your foot out, all right, that the Lord will lead your feet, all right? And he will place you on higher ground. So guys, thank you so much for gathering here. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your week. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, all right? And let's continue to grow up and glow up in the Lord, all right? One step at a time, all right? I'll see you soon.